The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. Same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man. I am a lucky man.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host today. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and you know how we do it every Saturday. We talk about love, culture, and all the sweet and sometimes salty stories behind the wedding bells. Now, today's focus, it's a topic that can really stir opinions, and that is parents' choice versus personal choice, in choosing your life partner. Some families believe parents know best, and some people just believe that their parents know best and should choose their partner for them. And others say marriage is your life, your choice, and parents shouldn't interfere. So here's the question today: would you allow your parents to choose your bride or groom? Would you allow your parents to choose your life partner for you? And you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Would you allow your parents to choose? If you're a man, would you allow your parents to be the one to choose your wife for you, like the person you're going to marry? And also, as a lady, would you allow your parents to be the one to choose your husband to be, or your husband for you? Do you think that's okay? Like, would you agree with that? Now, let's be real. Parents often think they know what's best for you, and some people actually do believe that their parents know more, and they have seen life. You hear things like, well, parents have seen life, experienced love, and sometimes they just want the best for their children. Some people say, well, respect that and say, if my parents choose, maybe I'll be happier in the long run because they know what they are doing. And so people say they just respect their parents so much, so whatever their parents say, well, they'll be okay to just go with it. But then again, some will tell you that marriage is personal, so your heart knows what it wants. And some people feel, no, my parents don't live in my life, so they can advise me, but the choice is mine. And let's not forget, sometimes what parents think it's actually the best, what parents might think is the best might clash with your feelings or what you actually think. Like even apart from decisions like partner choice and the rest, even in other things, there are certain things that maybe what your parents will say is the best you don't agree with. That can create tension or worse, lead to resentment later on. So the question stands, like respect parents, follow your heart, or try to find a middle ground. So would you allow your parents to choose your bride or groom? Would you allow your parents to choose your partner, like your husband or wife? Would you allow your parents to choose that? As a man, would you be allowing your parents to choose your wife for you? Let them be the one to make the choice and tell you, well, this is a good girl, you should marry this one. Or do you feel more at ease to actually make your own choice by yourself, get to know that person by yourself and not just have to accept it and then try to, force love and all of that simply because it's your parents who chose that person for you? So what do you say? Would you allow your parents to choose your bride or groom? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know if you would allow your parents to choose your bride or your groom for you. That's to tell you who you should marry, maybe because you believe, well, your parents know best and all of that. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Augustine calling from London.
Okay, welcome to the show, Augustine. So, would you allow your parents to choose your wife for you?
Actually, growing up, I left that decision for them to make.
Okay.
But along the line, I discovered they don't have even such mindset. So I regretted leaving it to them to make for me. But as I'm speaking right now, I prefer to make my choices by myself. So for now, let me say, I haven't gone through that. I prefer to make my choices by myself.
Okay.
Not for anybody to make for me anymore.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Augustine, for calling in to be part of the show. Now, we heard from Augustine, and he says he's speaking from a place of personal experience. Like he has, growing up, he let his parents do that, like make that decision for him, and he actually regrets it now. So going forward, he will not allow his parents make such decisions for him anymore. So that is his own view of it, and he's also speaking from experience. But that sometimes, parents might choose for you and it will work out, or maybe sometimes they choose for you and it will not work out, just like in his case. And sometimes you just have different opinions or different needs than what your parents feel like you need. So what do you think? Would you allow your parents choose your bride or groom for you? Should they be the ones to choose your partner in life for you? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. Hello. Okay, we cannot hear you. Maybe call back again. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know what you think it's smart. Hello.
Please, I'm trying to make a clarification.
Okay.
This is Augustine.
All right, go on.
Actually, what I'm trying to say is that the best thing is to grill, or let me say groom, both the man and the woman of the realities of marriage. By the time they are properly groomed in the realities of marriage, now allow them to make their choices by themselves.
Okay.
Don't choose for them. So groom them. Let me say, teach them, train them the realities and the challenges of marriage. Then allow them to make their choices.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Augustine, for calling back to say that. Now, Augustine feels the need to add that because so it won't. It's not like he's saying, okay, well, parents are completely out of it, and he thinks on the parent side they should be actually able to groom the children, train them, and influence their views. Just try to train them and teach them what they should be looking for, the best things in life and best partner choices and all of that. But then you don't actually have to choose that partner for them. You just have to teach them how to see something good and know that this is something good, that kind of training and all of that. So it's not like parents should be completely left out, but they should not be the ones to take that decision for you. What they have to do is kind of teach you, train you up to be able to take such decisions on your own. So what do you think? If you have just joined us, this is Saturdays are for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning we are talking about parents' choice versus personal choice in choosing a life partner. And the question is, would you allow your parents to choose your bride or groom? Should your parents choose whom you're going to marry for you, your husband or wife? As a man, would you allow your parents to choose who you're going to marry? And even as a woman, would you allow your parents to choose that man you're going to marry for you? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. You can call in right now and share with us which one you think which one you would do, and which one maybe you think it's safer or is the best. We had a caller who said, parents should not completely be left out in that aspect because maybe because they have seen more in life and because of their experience, but then they should not actually directly choose that this is the one you would marry. You should be the one to make your personal choice by yourself. Now, some people believe that parents are wiser, because of experience, because they already have their homes and all of that. Even if it's a failed home, then they were able to learn from it. That's what some people believe, that parents are just wiser, and then they should choose a partner for you. Someone will say, I trust my mom to choose a good wife for me because she's experienced and she knows what keeps her home and all of that. Or I trust my mom to choose a good husband for me and all of that. While others will say, my parents cannot know what I actually want. They cannot know if that person they are choosing for me will actually attend to my needs or all of that. So they say they'd rather not have their parents choose for them. So what about you? Would you allow your parents choose your bride or groom for you? Would you allow your parents choose a husband or a wife for you? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. You can call in and share with us. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Timothy. I'm calling from my house.
Okay, welcome to the show, Timothy. So what do you think?
My advice, my thinking is that it's all about that. If the parents have the right to choose,
okay,
and it's your duty to take what they choose for you to make your investigation. If it is okay, if it is match for your blood to go with it, then you go. If you not match to go with it, you will now explain to your parent that see what I have seen for who you choose for me, that this marriage cannot hold. So that is all what I know about.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Timothy, for calling in and to be part of the show. Timothy says, it is okay for parents to actually choose your a wife or your husband for you, but it is not your duty to actually check and see if that person that your parents have chosen, is that the right person? Is that person actually what you want? It's okay for them to choose, but then if you inspect or if you check and you see that, well, that person that they have chosen is not the ideal person for you, then you can actually say no to that choice, and then explain to your parents, because at the end of the day, many people are trying to maintain peace as well. Explain to your parents that, well, I don't want this person, or these are the kind of things that I don't agree with this person, and therefore I would not want to marry the person. Now, going to that peace aspect, sometimes they actually get to a point where you hear parents be like, this is the wife I've chosen for you, and if you're not marrying this one, don't bring any other lady to me. This is the husband I've chosen for you. If you're not marrying this one, then don't bring any other husband for me. And sometimes I've seen situations where a child will not be around, let's say, most especially for like men. Maybe the man is working somewhere else, and maybe one day he just comes to visit, and mama or papa have already chosen a wife and then kept there. And you see, even in movies, let's relate it to movie. Even in movies, you see something like that, and then the man will be insisting like, well, I've already chosen, I already have someone. But then your parents will insist like, this is the one that is good, nothing, and I have to search this, I look at this before I found. So some people believe that parents' choice is actually wiser, while other people would rather stick to their personal taste and choice. So what about you? Would you allow your parents to choose your bride or groom for you? Would you allow your parents to choose your wife or your husband for you? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know if you would allow your parents to choose your bride or groom for you. Hello. Okay, we cannot hear you, but maybe call back and share with us if you would allow your parents to choose your bride or your groom, choose who you're going to marry, because well, it's not something that's on that doesn't happen. It actually happens, and it's more like, since you're not in everybody's story, you can only talk about the ones around you. But then even around us, we see it happen where sometimes your parents insist on, okay, this is the person you should marry, and then you have a different choice, and where others might buy it, buy that idea of, okay, well, since my parents say it's this one, then I'll just go with this one. But sometimes some people say, if you're someone that is going with whatever your parents say, then you're not someone that is serious in life, or you're not someone who is strong enough to take decisions for yourself. But some people still believe that their parents' choice is the smarter choice anyway, and others would rather stick to their personal choices. So what about you? Would you allow your parents choose your bride or groom for you? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and share with us. Let us know if you would allow your parents to choose your bride or groom for you. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Dennis here. I'm from New Jersey.
Okay, welcome to the show, Dennis. So let's hear you.
Back in the days, people our parents used to choose our spouses for us because, one, there was no social cohesion like it is today. People used to look at family values. Oh, this girl or this guy is from a good family, so therefore he's expected to be a good person. So that matchmaking was not a difficult thing. But not now that people go to school, do their schoolmates, they've already started dating. They understand the kind of temperament and who the person is. So in these days and time, it's difficult to make choices for your children. The reason being that because when I was in Lagos, I discovered, especially it is mostly with the rich people. They want their children to also be married in rich families, and then most of these marriages don't work out because they will end up having issues because they didn't understand each other.
Okay.
This marriage is for the two people who are involved and they are adults, so you are expected to allow them to make choices. You know, and for the fact that you are rich, I think one thing people should be looking at mostly should be the character of the person. Is this person goal-driven? Is he, somebody who's serious? He doesn't have a criminal record. That should be enough. Once those people understand each other, they can build a home together. But we are looking at a situation where people want homes already built for people. So what are they really coming to do?
Okay.
They have to start a life of their own, and this life of their own would definitely culminate into them tolerating one another and having this thing. So, for the moment, you think because you are a rich person, your son or your daughter has married a rich person as well, you end up having more issues. So, I am of the opinion that people should get married based on love first. When they love each other, and the families should also know that the people involved are people of impeccable character. Then that will make a better home for me. That's the way we are looking at it.
Okay.
So you can recommend, this girl is from this family, they are good. If your son comes and they find out that they are compatible, then find and to me that's okay. But the moment you start saying that because Aliko Dangote's son must marry Babangida, you end up getting it wrong.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, people must actually first of all understand that the two people involved have to really, be acceptable to each other. There's no human being that's perfect. But what are the things that you can tolerate from your spouse, and what are the ones you cannot? So if you happen to arrange this marriage and they end up not being compatible in terms of how they relate, there's going to be no peace, and it's exactly what most of these arranged marriages end up being.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Dennis, for calling in to share that with us. Dennis says it was back in those days, back in the days our parents used to choose, life partners. But today it's more like with education and all of that, people are beginning to reason differently. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, we cannot hear you. Could you be more audible? Okay, maybe call us back again. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. And like I was saying about what Dennis said, he said it was back in the day that parents would just choose your spouse, but these days it's like with education and all of that, people even start dating right from where they meet someone, even in school and all of that. So it should be about who you love and not who your parent just chooses. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Joy. I'm calling from Marysyntia.
Okay, Joy, please speak up more louder. We cannot hear you very clearly.
Okay, I won't allow my parents to choose somebody for me.
Okay.
Let me say this is one of the reasons divorces are very many in this country.
Okay.
Because if your parents choose somebody for you, you don't even know the character of that person. What that person nothing. Then you went ahead and married the person.
Okay.
That marriage, no, it will last. But
okay. We cannot hear you. What?
Hello?
Yes, hello, go on. Okay, well, Joy's network was too bad, but Joy, I just love the way you started speaking. So maybe call us back again and, complete to what you were trying to pass on here. Joy says parents choosing their children's spouse for them is one of the reason why there's a lot of divorce here and there in the country. Because if they choose for you, then if you don't love that person and you don't even understand that person as much as you would have found someone that you actually put genuine interest is. Okay, I think Joy called back. Yes, hello.
It's Joy. I called back.
Yes, go on.
So, as for me, I won't allow my parents to choose somebody for me. If I'm dating somebody and my mom or dad said, I don't like the person, and vital reasons, like important reasons that I should see that this person is not good, I will back up.
Okay.
Then choosing for me, I won't accept it because you are not the one going to marry you.
Okay.
I know who I'm dating and what I want.
Yes.
Because if somebody wants to get married, you know that is you are old enough to know what you want.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I want parents choosing spouse for their children.
All right. Thank you so much, Joy, for calling in to share that with us. Joy actually completed what she was saying, and first, like I said, she said that is because parents are choosing spouses for their children. It's why there's high rates of divorce these days, and you should actually go with someone that you like you got to understand, you know everything that you're looking for in a partner. So you should actually see everything that you like before you go ahead and marry them, and not just someone that your parents will just recommend, will just say, well, this is the one you should marry. And she also says, well, parents can see something and say, this person that you chose, maybe there's this thing bad about the person, or there's one or two things like that, and she would actually listen to them. Like if there are valid reasons, then she would pay attention to her parents. But actually choosing the person for her, that's what she would not allow, because she said in her own words, it's not her parents that will go and marry for her. So, well, she would rather choose her own. But then if her parents have anything maybe they have to say about the person she has chosen, she's all ears to welcome their own thoughts and opinions and all of that. Now also we've heard from other callers, some people will say, well, someone said, well, parents are allowed to choose. Yes, and our previous caller, I think that was Dennis, he said, well, they can recommend and say, look at this girl or look at this man, he has been here, he's from this family, and he's maybe he or she is not a bad choice though. So maybe just trying to like guide you, recommend, or if you're looking for, well, there's someone, I know someone that is good, not actually say you should marry this one, because that one is like a parent putting their own personal choice. Hello? Okay. And also you mentioned something about being a rich person. It's true, Shao. That one is something that most people are guilty of, because this person is from a rich family. Or how can a rich person like this come and is interested in you, and we are telling you to marry that person and you're saying no? Well, okay, that one is down to the parents and the child to decide what they are going to do or what decision they will take. But okay, you can also call in and share your opinions with us. What do you think? Would you allow your parents to choose your bride or groom for you, to choose your husband or your wife for you? Would you allow your parents to choose your wife as a man, and as a woman, would you allow your parents to choose your husband for you? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know if you would allow your parents to choose your husband or your wife for you. And we've heard some people say, well, parents are wiser than us and all of that. So sometimes you can be caught in between, like, should I just go with what they are telling me? Hello,
good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
God bless you. My name is Reverend Emeka. I'm calling for Nanini.
Okay, welcome to the show. So what do you think?
I want to first commend your program. The program is very sharp and educative.
All right, thank you so much. Go on.
You're welcome. My take is this. I'm speaking from the perspective of a man, not as a pastor.
Okay.
It is not fair for parents to choose. No matter what anybody may be saying. As far as I'm concerned, it means or indicates that the person is not man enough.
Okay.
If I should go religiously, the Bible says that a man shall leave his father and his mother. It didn't say a boy.
Okay.
So marriage is not for boys. It's for men. And the other way around, somebody can be I'm not talking about age. Somebody can still be 50, and yet it's not man enough to reason. So the duty of the parents is to do their duty. They do the grooming, they do the training, and allow God. If you train your son or your daughter very well, he or she will defend you anywhere he is. Should I come from US to come down and start taking my parents to look for a wife for me?
Okay.
Just for me now. This is my 10th year in marriage.
Wow.
My mother died a year after my marriage, and my father is almost 80.
Okay.
So who will be doing let me tell us, the most important thing is that anybody that the parents chooses a wife or a husband for, they keep on nurturing your union till they die.
Okay.
But once you do it yourself, by God's grace, both of you will grow together. You grow together. When I wanted to marry, I told God, not as a pastor, I married as a child of God, like that, as a church go, as a Christian, as a member in the church. I told God, I just need somebody that serves you from my own perspective, the analysis. I was not interested in BSc, HND, or beauty. So they say beauty out of the beholder. But all my friends and my parents were saying I should go for somebody that is seeing money, the working class. That was their perspective.
Okay.
Because that time I was doing very well. I was not a pastor. I was a fashion designer. I had about 6 boys and 6 girls working for me in Niger State. I was doing very well. Everybody was just saying, look for up and doing gear. I said no. So in the end, I end up meeting a lady I'm staying with now. And you see that I'm staying with my younger sister. I trained her from writing WAEC till she did her PGD. And now she's doing her master's in Benue State University now.
Wow.
So when I met her, she was already old like me. She was 34. She was 32, I was 34 when we married.
Okay.
But I was seeing her as a baby. I didn't even mind because it was my choice. It was my choice. Any man that doesn't have choice of marriage or a lady, person is not yet to marry. It's not right for a person to marry.
Okay.
It is your body that will tell you, boy. It is the body that will tell you, girl, you are no longer a girl. Complete yourself, because the Bible says it is not good for a man to be alone. And he gave who? He gave Eve to Adam.
Okay.
The primary reason for getting married is companionship. Marriage and other things will now follow. Then the primary reason for marriage, companionship.
Okay.
So that's my own take. I want to advise those that are marrying for their children. The rich men will always say, so that the riches will continue. I dispute that. If you are rich, extend it to the poor. Bring the poor girl. Groom her. Give her the PhD your son is having. Let them marry.
All right.
Thank you, ma. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show today. We heard from Pastor Michael, and he says, well, it's not fair for parents to choose a bride or a groom. And then he also says he would speak from a man's perspective. He says marriage is not for boys, it is for men. And so if you're allowing your parents to choose your wife for you, then it means that you're not man enough, because marriage is for boys and not for men. And he says it's not even about age, it's not about age, because you could be 50 and you could still be reasoning as a boy. So marriage is for men and not for boys. And if you allow your parents to choose your wife for you, that means you're not man enough. And he also says any man that cannot make his own choice is not ready to be married, because you have to be, it's more like your body will tell you. He mentioned that your body will tell you that right now is this is what I need, this is the kind of person I want. And he also made an example with himself. He said, well, back then when he wanted to choose a wife, he was hearing this different perspectives from like his family, like marry someone who is this, who is that. But then he knew what he wanted and he stuck to it. And his marriage is he's in his 10th year, and in the marriage, and so far he doesn't regret doing that. Is why he's saying to anyone, he advises anyone to actually make their decisions themselves, because, well, if you cannot make your own decision, then it means that you're not ready to be married. He also says when a parent makes that choice for you, when they choose your partner for you, they'll keep nurturing the marriage, like they'll keep telling you what to do and all of that. That's why you hear people say, mommy's boy, mommy's girl. It's only what his mother would say that he's going to do, and all of that. And well, to be fair, people always avoid mommy's boys or mommy's girls. So what do you think? Would you allow your parents to choose your groom or your bride for you? Would you allow your parents to choose your husband or your wife for you? The number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. Calling and let us know if you would allow your parents to choose your husband or your wife for you. We've heard different perspectives, and we had some people say, well, you just there's nothing wrong with that. We've heard one person who said there's nothing wrong with your parents choosing your partner for you, but what is wrong is hello. Yes, good morning.
Yes, this is Amanda calling from Victor.
Okay, welcome to the show, Victor. Where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Coca-Cola.
Okay, welcome. So what do you think?
To me, I just called to support the last person that called.
Okay, the pastor.
Because the person really educates me more. This life, as we are inside this life, we have our choice. Everybody is our own choice. So to me, even me, when I married, my parents were like, they don't want that girl. Even if I born the girl, they cannot accept the child.
Okay.
After I born my child, now the baby is very, very beautiful, very cute.
Okay. Wow.
When they took the baby to my mother, now she just looked the baby and said she has given me.
Wow.
So now I just want to support the last person called, that you cannot. It's not mostly that your parents will choose a wife for you. If they are if you are allowing them to choose wife for you, you are still a child. You are still a child. You haven't been man enough. That's all.
Okay.
So to my fellow men out there, to me, it's not much advisable to say let your parents choose a wife for you. No, life partner depends on decision and choice. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Victor, for calling in to share that with us. Victor says he supports what the pastor said. And he says, well, if you're allowing your parents to choose your partner for you, then you're still a child and not an adult. And it's only adults that get married. So if you come to that stage and you still allow your parents to choose your life partner for you, then you're still a child and not an adult. And he also made an example with himself. He says when he wanted to marry his wife, his parents said, well, they did not want that girl he wanted to marry, and all sorts of things that people would say, parents would say when they are trying to make you do what they want you to do, and we're like, they will not accept the child. Even if she births a child, they will not accept the child. But then he brought to this world a beautiful child, and now, well, everything is going fine. So you can see that story actually turns out well. But then there are some cases that it will not actually turn out like that, and you end up in that blacklist of your parents forever. And some people are scared of that. Well, someone else has said before that if you're scared of getting your parents blacklist, then you're still a child. So what do you think? It's Saturdays are for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and we are talking about parents' choice versus personal choice. Would you allow your parents choose your bride or groom for you? Hello.
Mommy, good day. Still Reverend Emeka from One.
Okay, welcome to the show.
I want to add in something to what I have said. I want to conclude it by saying that today, my wife is the best friend the family ever have.
Wow.
I am the 5th child. I am the 4th son. All my brothers married from my hometown. I am the only one that married outside my state. But my wife today is the best friend to everybody.
Okay.
Anytime my father need 100,000, he will go and call my wife. That my wife decides she will not marry. So if he's the one that choose it for me, it's having a problem. The lady will be doing after it was daddy, afterwards was what, after it was money. So that thing should be curbed. And right. I want to say another thing. It is not that mommy shoes or daddy shoes that is causing divorce in society.
Okay.
The causes of divorce in the society is that most men and most ladies don't actually know what they want.
Okay.
They don't actually know what they want, because the Bible says that a family that prays together moves together. If you are clubbing, you need to marry a guy that clubs.
Okay.
If you are a Christian, you need to marry a guy that to convert a lady to start serving God, or convert a guy to start serving God, is a spiritual gift. It's not for everybody. It's not like granite you buy in the market. Human beings are very terrible. To convert somebody is not easy.
Okay.
I even marry a club girl. I don't even know any club in Niger State. Even as old as I am almost 50 and 40 something.
Okay.
I don't know any club, even if I was touching money.
Okay.
And God helped me. I'm that kind of person. She always tell me that club money, how much I will 24. I say, let's use it and buy something else and do the clubbing in the room. And what the last caller said before I called again is like my twin. I also give birth to the most sweetest girl.
Wow.
Though this thing they used to call albino, let me just say I'm albino. My wife is fair. But the type of child that God is giving to us, they are not like my wife. My wife is more fair. They are not albino. Their own color complexion is quite different. We're calling her. So God is looking at our heart, not what our parents are saying. So when we want to define your way, do your own. Then another one, the third thing I want to say, people should stop praying when they have seen a guy or a lady.
Okay.
Do the prayer before the guy suffers or the lady suffers. Thank you, ma.
All right. Thank you so much, Reverend Emeka, for calling back to add that. Now, we heard from him again, and he says our previous caller before him actually spoke like a lot of his mind as well. And he also added this time that he first mentioned about his wife. He said now his wife is like his family's best friend, like she's the best friend to everyone in the family. And there's just that kind of peace that comes with knowing that your spouse is at peace with everyone else, and you're not at war, because that's not something rare to find, but it's not I think it's common where you have wives that are not agreeing with families and this and that, but his wife is his family's best friend. And he also mentioned that it's not the cause of divorce, although it's not okay for your parents to choose your spouse for you, it's still not the cause of divorce. The cause of divorce is because people actually don't know what they want. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, my sister.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning.
Yes.
My name is Mr. Emmanuel from Yerwata.
Okay, welcome to the show, Mr. Emmanuel. So what do you think?
Well, in my humble opinion, it all depends. It's not a hard or fast, there's no hard or fast rule attached to it. That parents should not. No, I think in my humble opinion, we should rephrase it that parents should not impose. If you see it from that perspective, I think it will be better. In my own opinion,
okay,
that parents should not choose. No,
okay,
they may choose, but they must not impose. They must not say, this is the person you must marry.
Okay.
There are many occasions whereby we dated, some people dated for years, eventually got married, but the marriage never worked out.
Okay.
And there are occasions that parents point out a certain lady, before you know, the marriage was done, and they are living happily ever. Having a wife as the best friend or the soulmate doesn't mean that because you marry the person because you choose the person yourself.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that having issues at home sometimes doesn't mean because your parents choose for you, because there are occasions whereby those instances either work out or fail. So we should look at it that a parent can choose. To me, my parent can choose for me or point at a lady for me to marry. And the honor befall on me now to take my time and look out for the qualities I need in a lady, and if I find those qualities in that particular one my parents pointed for me, no. So it's all about you, of course, towards marriage. Looking at a lady, and if those things are identified or as lady, why not? I'll go ahead and marry her, but don't say I must.
Oh, okay.
That is the area I want to come in from.
All
Thank
right.
you and good morning.
Thank you so much for calling in to contribute to this conversation. We heard from Mr. Emmanuel, and he says he mentioned something that sometimes your parents choose for you and it works out. Like you still end up finding out that person is your dream person, or that person becomes your soulmate or whatever. And sometimes you choose by yourself and it works out, and that goes for those ones that will not work out as well, because at the end of the day not everything would work out. And it doesn't really matter where the decision, it's not the decision that makes it to not work out, but sometimes it is that the decision that makes it work out. And he's also saying that he doesn't have any issue with parents actually choosing choosing your partner for you, but the thing is he should be allowed, like someone should be allowed to now look at that person and check if the person has those qualities that he's looking for. Then he says, well, I'll go with this choice that you've made for me. I think he's lining with what I think that was Dennis that said earlier, that recommend. The word is recommend. Okay, your parents can recommend someone for you, but they shouldn't force it. That's what Mr. Emmanuel is saying. They shouldn't impose it on you, like you have to marry this person. You should not be on your place to decide, like, I've seen this person, like, is this does the person have those things I'm looking for in a life partner and all of that, and then you make your own decision out of there. So what do you think? It's Saturdays are for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm with you on the show. My name is Marysyntia, and this morning we are talking about parents' choice versus personal choice. And the question is, would you allow your parents to choose your bride or groom, like the person you end up with, the person you would marry? Would you allow your parents to choose your husband or your wife for you? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808 427 5464. You can call in right now and share your opinion with us. Now we have heard from several callers, and you can see that it's kind of a debate, and I appreciate those people who say they are learning, because that's the whole point. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, good morning. Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Abe Destiny. I'm calling from Georgia.
Okay, welcome to the show, Destiny.
Thank you very much.
So what do you think?
I appreciate your show. This is very interesting.
Well, thank you.
That we need to look into. My opinion about this matter is not really right.
Okay.
I just want to add to something that the last caller said. Because I'm interested in that part. Honestly, to say that let me say a parent cannot recommend a wife, a husband to his own wife, it's not really, should not really be something be the reason for either the marriage will work out or not. Because at the end of the day, even the ones you choose by yourself sometimes did not work. At times, the ones that they choose for you might work. Depends on the discipline, if it rhymes. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
Because there are people that like tests.
Okay.
So when they see something that, this thing, the qualities I'm looking at, this might suit to this, and they will say, okay, look at something like this. Will you go for this option? Or check it out. And sometimes you check it out and it rhymes to your own taste as well, and you do it with it and it works. Things happen like this.
Okay.
So I think recommending for your child is just as simple as your friend went to the market and buy something that you like, and when you brought it home, you say, where you buy this thing? I like them. I buy them from here. How much you buy them? Tell you, and you go there and you buy it and you come, you enjoy it, and you go with it.
Okay.
So this thing doesn't have to dwell with but the most important part of it is when they are telling you from the place of you must do it. There's no willingness. They are forcing you to do it.
Okay.
That is where somebody like me, I will not dwell with it. Because even my own parents, they know that I am somehow unique.
Okay.
I'm different from them. It is a nature. I'm different from them. It is a nature. No matter how we originally belong from one origin, it does not mean every single thing they like I must like. That is my difference with them.
Okay.
And that is their difference with me. They are different, and we are different individuals, and we have different lifestyle and taste. So what they would like, I may not like it, and what I would like, they may not like it in some other ways. So parents should not force their children to go for partners they want. But it is advisable to recommend, because number one, old age has some wisdom that no matter how you think you are smart, you may not, based on practical lifelong experience. Because a lot of things there's a lot of things I did then, and as time goes on, even if you ask me to, you recommend them to me, I will look at them as trash. Why did I go for such things then? Because I was not wisdom enough to know that there are not things I should have interest on.
Yes.
But as time goes on, I have matured to some level. I know that those things, they are not things that suit to my discipline, and I avoid or dislike them. So all those things, they are based on discipline and culture somehow. But the most important part of it is discipline. Marrying is all about the person you are going for. Discipline in some other way rhymes with you. That is the only thing that attracts a man and a woman to it. Because at the end of the day, people that are married by beauty of a woman, sometimes when the discipline did not rhyme, indoor there's no peace. Only when.
Okay. Well, we could not hear everything that Destiny had to say, but I guess we heard for the most part of it. And first, he said he's agreeing with what Mr. Emmanuel said earlier. And he says whether he also doesn't have a problem with parents actually recommending a partner. That's the word that I think everyone is trying to say. Like, your parents can actually recommend, according to Destiny as well, that a partner for you, but not actually force you. That's the one that he would not agree with. Not actually force you to marry that person, but then they can recommend a partner for you. And what is most important is discipline. If you look at that person that is recommended and you find out, okay, that person aligns with what you are looking for, yes, why not go ahead? And also, if your parents choose for you, or even if you're the one that choose yourself, you can still make a bad choice. Either of them could be a bad choice. So thank you so much, Destiny, for calling in to be part of the show. And sorry guys, we are not taking calls anymore, because at this point I would wrap it up on the show for today. And at the end of the day, marriage is partnership, built on love, respect, and shared values. What Destiny was talking about. So parents may guide, suggest or advise or recommend, but ultimately the choice is yours to make. Whether you follow your heart, respect your parents, or strike a balance, make sure it's a decision you can live with happily. And as you go about the rest of your Saturday today, don't forget to remember it's your life, your choice, and your happiness. And I've been with you on Saturdays Are for Weddings, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Keep joining us for Saturdays Are for Weddings every Saturday by 11 a.m. And also do not go anywhere, because coming up next at 1 p.m. is PD Kids. So keep your dial locked in on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and of course enjoy music of your life until then.
AskingRadio.com app available on Android and iOS devices. Download now.